Hey y'all, it's Day. So, I'm going to be doing a reading for us today. This reading is going to be a little bit different. What I'm actually going to do is going to shuffle my entire deck until all the cards have come out, and I'm going to read them as they come out. Um, so I'm going to do that. That's going to be very interesting. Just randomly thought of this idea right now because sometimes I just shuffle my deck just to familiarize myself with it, to get in tuned with it. So yeah, there's something I'm going to try out that's very new. So I hope this message resonates with you or whoever this message is for. And also, um, check out my link in the comments section if you'd like to learn more about my readings, if you'd like to request a private reading. And you can also contribute to my readings by visiting my Amazon wishlist store or sending money through Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. So I thank you guys for the support. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, God, source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so someone is feeling stuck by their emotions, like they're frozen because of fear. There is something that they want to move forward with, but they're not sure if it's okay, if it's right, if it's wrong. There is some kind of like moral judgment, or like maybe the other people around you might think that it's wrong, or worried about other people's perceptions. I do see your spiritual team is encouraging you to move forward with confidence, but there is an energy of like moving forward in a steady, slow, consistent pace. There is this energy also of, or worry of like, not temptation, but kind of like lower energies. So, for example, if someone is wanting to learn about a different religion or learn about a different, try a different ritual or something, it doesn't have to be that, but it could be like something that's stigmatized or taboo for your family, your community, your colleagues, whoever you connect with. And there's this energy of like, whoever this reading is for, they feel conflicted because it's something that they are genuinely interested in, and they feel called to do it, or to be it, or to show it, or to prove it. But it's like they're conflicted because it's not just a calling for them, it's something that they actually want to do. And it's bringing up this idea of like, some people feel some form of guilt for making money off of something that they did. Like, I know this one guy, he made some kind of like, he made a religious song that went viral. And I guess some people around him were saying like, hey, you could make money off of this, or like you could do something with this. And this may not be his reason for saying no, but it did kind of like make me wonder if he was saying no to it because he felt like, because I'm doing this for religious purposes, I don't want to make money off of it because I feel some form of guilt from it. So it's kind of putting me in that headspace as far as like, someone feels like work can't be pleasurable, work should be hard, work should be like something that has to be tolerated, or it should feel like exhausting. But something about what they want to do and what they're called to do, it's not exhausting, it's not frustrating, like it's not something that they have anguish over. And something about experiencing this, embodying this, moving forward with this is going to enlighten this person, and it feels like through a spiritual gift, something about embodiment as well. Something about moving forward with this is going to make more um, make more evident that and how powerful they are. Then we have this here. Something is underdeveloped regarding their emotions, whoever this reading is for. Something about what they want to do, they feel a little bit like, for example, this group that they belong to, or these people that they feel kind of would feel a certain type of way about them doing whatever they want to do or is being called to do. They are giving off this feeling of like, you know how older people in the family, or older people in general, or people that have more tenure kind of have like this overbearing energy over you, where they kind of just want to look at you as a youngin, and that's all they want to see. They're not curious about you. They kind of categorize you. So there's this energy of like that person also within themselves feeling like that child that they have been made to feel like. So I do see that this person is encouraged to like um, heal that part of them using affirmations like I am an adult, I am grown, I am a woman, I am a man. That could be beneficial. And something about the labels or the perception that has been put on you, it has been internalized, and because of that you kind of look at yourself as immature, or kind of feel like you don't have the right to speak up or something like that. So something about healing that is going to heal and mature your emotions as well. It needs to be addressed. Let's see. I do see that there are some people that will be standing by, that will see your movement. I'm not necessarily getting watching, like people just like peering into your life, but I do see people standing around, and then I see whoever this reading is for moving or creating movement, and the other people are just kind of like stagnant, and they're kind of swaying a little bit, kind of like zombie-ish. So some people around you are in a trance, or they are stagnant, they are mindless, I'm hearing. Some people will be doing the same things that they are doing right now, like 10 years from now. And something about you creating movement brings more awareness to this. And then I'm getting a reference to sharpening your skills, having skills, learning, using your abilities. That is something that they haven't done, and it's kind of like when rust starts to set on metal because it hasn't had any movement, it hasn't been active. Is that type of energy in regards to skills and abilities that need to be used, movement that needs to be created with other people. I'm hearing the word hate. The way that it feels is kind of like other people like having something to say, but I'm more so not getting so much talk and gossip. I'm getting more, let's say, a step below evil eye. It's kind of envy. It's kind of jealousy. It's this feeling of like, what makes them think they could do that, or like, why them type of energy. There is this energy of like something that has been a rule or hard no, or one of those silent rules or those silent understandings that can happen in generational families or societies. It's like we haven't really never questioned this. We haven't really like went up against this. Some people may have tried to go up against it, but they just maybe didn't have the vocabulary. I'm hearing vernacular. They didn't have the courage. They didn't, continue to persist with it. So I see someone looking at you, whoever this reading is for, like, I wasn't allowed to do that. How are you just getting away with it? So somebody feels like you're getting away with something. So I'm also getting like Ricky Thompson, how vibrant and boisterous and loud and extravagant and just vibrant and welcoming and open he is, and maybe someone else from a younger generation, or even I'm getting adjacent, like a cousin or something. It's just like I would have never been able or allowed to do that. And it's just like, why does this person get to just flaunt this? And it's kind of like whoever was in charge then, they're in a different space now as well. So, and it's not that they don't feel a certain type of way about it, but they've kind of like, they have other things to focus on as well. So they're not just really putting all this pressure on it. But aside from that, I'm also getting a message that it's like it can't be contained anyway. It can't be contained, the greatness, the vibrancy, the radiance. So it's kind of like when you step into this fully, there is this energy of owning it. There is this energy of knowing who you are, knowing that you have the right to be and do what you want to do it proudly, like to live out loud, that type of energy, because it can't be contained anyway. Any authority figures now or in the present and the past, they cannot say anything. And it's bringing me back to the card where people are swaying and they're kind of like in a trance. It's like, yeah, they still had those thoughts and those things that they said, but you're still doing what you want to do, and there's really nothing that they can do about it. Maybe at one point they did have some authority, and maybe some of the things they did say in the past did stick with you, which is why spiritual team is encouraging you to heal this inner child. But you're different now, you're an adult now. Also getting like there's so many avenues of abundance in this road for you. There's so many different things for you to try and play with. So I'm definitely getting like somebody going in the store and trying on accessories, trying on dresses, playing in hairstyles. So whatever this is that your spiritual team is saying that you're called to do, you're encouraged to do, your soul wants you to do, to walk in, to be, is divine, is going to bring more abundance towards you. Also see love and adventure for whoever this reading is for. Sometimes people that are waiting for the love of their life or a deeply committed relationship, spiritual team wants them to do something first before they experience that. And for whoever this reading is for, it's like they want you to already go ahead and bloom and be your outlandish self. I seen this quote of this video on Instagram that was like, you have to be disrespectfully yourself. Like, be disrespectfully yourself, so people don't really have to guess. They don't have to wonder. They don't have to be confused about who and what you are. That's hilarious. But something about walking that journey, which you have to do it by yourself, and walk through that crowd of people that are looking at you with jealousy, or like, why do you have the audacity to do this? Who do you think you are? Type of energy. On the other side of that is, that abundance and love I'm seeing. And then I'm also getting that, like, something about that is going to lead to you feeling more free, and you're going to feel like a free agent. You're going to feel like a active player, like you're not just living in the shadows of mediocrity, I'm hearing. Love that for you. There is some like worry, anxiety, scary energy for whoever this reading is for. It's kind of like they want to do it, but their mind is really got a hold on them. It's just like, I want to, but I think, I don't know. I'm not sure who I am. I'm not sure. I don't want to be seen like exposed doing whatever. Then we have the Eight of Knives. So yeah, definitely crossroads energy for whoever this reading is for. Spiritual team is encouraging you to pick a path based off of your values, based off of your desires, your wants, and then also making sure that your work ethic is prepared to match. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, then we have Eight of Coins in reverse on top of the Five of Sticks, where people are kind of looking at you with jealousy. Some people may also be feeling like you didn't have to work for what you're doing or what you're going for in regards to like the backlash. Like, okay, so someone got raised by their grandmother, and grandmother when she was like not in her prime, but like primer than what she is now. She was like a lot more strict, and was like, you need to dress this way or you need to do that. And of course, like as we know, if you are like an older sibling of some sort, or even cousin, whatever the dynamic is, the younger people, like things change, and they don't get treated as strictly as you may have. So that energy is coming up, but someone's feeling like you don't have to work nearly as hard as I did. I had to fight nail and tooth to like even just be able to put a streak of color in my hair, and like here you are going full, like whatever you're doing with your hair. So somebody's feeling that way. And then there is a reference to the Wheel of Fortune. So some people are feeling like time was stolen from them, time was lost because something that was a hard no for them is like you're getting away with it, quote unquote. Um, so yeah, I feel that. But spiritual team is saying like it's a matter of time, like things are supposed to change if you think about it. Like it's definitely understandable. Myself being an older sibling as well, like it's understandable why you feel that way, but also it's just like you would expect your parents or whoever to grow as well and not still be on the same stuff. So um it's like it's above you, it's out of your hands. You can't control, you know, your past childhood and what you didn't get to experience. You have to just allow that to be what it is. You have to allow that to be what it is, and like whoever, the other person in this reading is for, like you have to let it heal that part of you that didn't get the space and the time and the creativity to be what you wanted to be and do what you wanted to do, but know that you can do it now. And spiritual team is saying like the Wheel of Fortune was in reverse during that time, and that was for a reason, and acceptance would help with healing that, but also knowing that you have the power and authority to change that now. Period. Then we got the Four of Wands. Stability, prosperity, laying a firm foundation. We have the Empress, like sitting in your energy confidently, firmly. Sometimes when we think of being confident, because we have to get out of our shell, we feel like it has to be like abrupt, like like sometimes, like if you're not used to speaking up for yourself, when you do finally speak up for yourself, like you're a lot louder than you were trying to be, or you're more aggressive than you were trying to be. Spiritual team is like, you don't have to do too much. Like, don't feel like you have to force it. Let it be natural. Whatever this thing is for you, like, just move slowly, move into the motions. Like, allow yourself to figure your body out. So if you're trying to learn how to dance, like, go slow. Allow it to be a sensual process, because your spiritual team wants you to recognize, how do I feel in the motion of doing this. And there's this energy of like, you're doing it because you want to do it. That double twofold energy that was coming up earlier is like, dang, I want to do this thing and it's taboo. I feel like I'm being called to do this, to be this, to do that, but I also really just want to, like, I really want to play out this version of myself, and I have some guilt about the pleasure that I may get from that. So spiritual team is like, go slow and make sure that, like, the motions are genuine. Don't try to force it, like force your confidence. Like, yeah. Then we have 3 of coins. Spiritual team is working with you if you will keep that in mind. Spiritual team is also saying you don't have to talk about what you're gonna do. Just do it. Let your actions be your words. This is a spiritual journey as well, and you will come up with something equivalent to like a very special herb. Okay. It's like strength is required, but not in the way that you think. So going back to this energy of like, someone wants to be heard at their work meeting, and they've been feeling and pondering over the idea that they've been overlooked for a long time. So they go into the meeting with like this very, like a certain type of like aggressive ish type of energy, and spiritual team is like, go ahead and like resolve that now. Take the anger out of it. Like, yes, it's happening. Yes, it's happened. And now you're ready to speak up for yourself, but you don't have to bring the angry energy with you. You won't need it. Just like be not filtered, but just be calm, Judgment is upon us. A lot of growth is going to come from this, and I'm also getting someone getting a house, purchasing a house. I'm hearing a deed. This is representing like you're building your house for you, for yourself, whether it's a spiritual house or it's the opportunity for physical manifestation. You're building a house for yourself by taking advantage of these practices. I'm hearing spiraling, and I'm seeing family feeling a little bit displaced, or whatever your community is, kind of confused. I do see some people like seeing you soar, seeing you move forward with your convictions. So there is this energy of like, maybe you brought this thing up to a couple of people 1 or 2 times, but they didn't seem really interested, or they didn't understand it, or they just didn't want to fan your flame. Now you're doing what you actually say you were going to do it, and you're picking up traction. You're on your way to thriving, and some people are feeling left out without you. some people are feeling like, well, what does that mean for us? Like, and then I see some people confused. Like, some people want to know, are you mad at them? Like, are you, like, how do you, they want to know how you feel. Like, are you not talking to them? Or are you just focused on what you're doing? Like, do you look at them differently? So people are not sure how you fit in their lives, or how how um, they fit in your life, or how you fit in theirs. But mostly how they fit in your life, they're kind of like, wait, because I see you taking off. And then I see, like, for you, it's not as personal. It's personal, like, for you as an individual. Like, it's that energy of, like, this is just something I have to do. I just have to do it. And it's like, I barely have the courage to go on this journey by myself. So I can't really afford to talk to everyone else about it, because I need to stay grounded and stay focused. I can't afford for, other people's questions and opinions and doubts and things like that. So I need to stay grounded. On the other side of that, I see that you're meant to be some form of wisdom, or some skilled person that people will go to in the future for whatever this is that you feel like you're being called to do, and you also want to do, and you have an emotional tie to. It's just like, it's just something that you have to do. There's something you have to explore. There's a journey you just have to go on, because you think about it all the time, and you can't get out of your mind, nor do you want to. And it's meant to be exercised, and where others will be able to benefit from it as well in the future. So spiritual team wants to encourage you to continue to take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your priorities. Um, Maintain your health. Be mindful of your health, like what you're eating and all of that. I do feel this energy of, like, somebody might want to have a conversation with you. It feels like a genuine conversation, as in they genuinely want to meet base to base with you and kind of understand, but they also want to express themselves. Like, they also feel a certain type of way. So I'm getting somebody who's like, well, you just left, and, like, this is what happened, and then I don't understand. Like, people, this person is wanting to, like kind of vent to you. It's kind of like they don't want to lose the relationship, but they do want to express their grievances. It may come, I wouldn't say in a harsh way, but you are going to feel it if you do decide to have this conversation with this person. Like, they're going to share with you how they really feel. Like, yeah, I feel like mom and dad favored you since forever. It's just like, you got to do this and you got to do that. And it's like, you may remember it differently, or you might have thought it was different. Or you might also have things to say like, well, yeah, well, mom and dad let you do this, this, and that. So there is this kind of back and forth. And the way that's coming through is like, it is an opportunity for a resolve, but the conversation may get a little prickly at some point. Then we have the 7 of Sticks. Then we have the 7 of Sticks. So there is this energy of, like, you don't necessarily have to have all of your guards up. You don't necessarily have to, like, prepare for battle in regards to this conversation. It will be a little bit touchy, touch your nerves, or be a little bit emotional, because you and this person may perceive the situation differently, or just, like, don't understand where each other's coming from. But spiritual team is saying, like, it doesn't have to be a fallout. It doesn't have to end badly. And in fact, I do see like more positive aspects regarding this conversation than negative. And I feel like there's an opportunity for you guys to understand each other better. Um, but being mindful of temperament and exercising tolerance for the other person to kind of vent what they need to say and express themselves, express their grievances could be very beneficial and healing for them as well as you. Spiritual team saying it's important to keep in mind the bigger picture regarding this situation. Something about this conversation may be best like private or like one-on-one or just not in a larger group where other people's thoughts and opinions can influence the conversation. So meeting up at a quiet place could be beneficial with just the two of y'all. Balance is going to be very important regarding this situation in order to not be defensive and for it to not lead into like a heartbreak type of situation. There is a reference to like there is a give and take with this conversation as well, so definitely be in your root chakra energy and be grounded about what you have to say as well. Be grounded about standing up for yourself and giving your perspective, sharing your perspective. At the very least, I'm seeing like mutual respect between the two people having this complex conversation. It doesn't have to bring the house down, but it could. Something about if this conversation does go well, this person will be able to better articulate to other people within your community, whether it's coworkers, friends, family. They will be able to communicate more effectively because now they're not in opposition to you, to these other people. And it's kind of like now you have an ally opposed to an enemy because now they understand you better and they feel closer to you. No manipulation is needed for this situation. It keeps up bringing up this energy of like maybe you might be in this headspace right now where you think like this is not going to be a good conversation or this is not going to go well. A spiritual thing is on reiterating that that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But I mean, it's a chance, a possibility that things could go left. But like I said, there's more positive aspects than there are negative. And there's something about the elders or the superiors or the people that have more tenure in whichever community group that you're concerned about for whoever this reading is for. Kind of being influenced as well. Like there's been a change of plans based off this conversation. And now people are wanting to listen to you more, understand you more. In addition to the fact that we talked about earlier with the energy, this radiance, this authenticity, this expression that you're wanting to be, have, do, explore more is like it can't be contained anyway. So the people that had authority on you at one point or anyone in that group at one time, they don't have that pull or authority anymore. And it's not so much because they're not respected within the group, it's just that like your radiance can't be contained. It's just pure energy. So that is being presented to you in the choice point. Love that for you. So it's like back to this energy where people are like, are you not talking to me? Are you mad at me? Are you leaving us behind? Like, what is this? What's going on? It's not that you have feel any type of way about them. It's just that you're doing this for you and you're not really collaborating that much. You're not that active within the group, and that's causing questions. But I do see there's an opportunity for people to respect you more later after you achieve this, whatever, or finish exploring this new journey that you're on. And it's actually something that they would be proud of and that they would actually be sharing with other people. Um, Even though they were part of this people that was like, yeah, this person is doing this thing that they were doing, like this weird thing, and they're still doing that thing. So yeah, it's like your work paying off, and unbeknownst to them, in the future they'll actually be proud of it. Like that's something that they can share, like with other people, talking points, conversations, and things. So very interesting that they would be happy to share what they know and that they seen and witnessed you going on this weird journey. So 7 baskets. What is this? Oh yeah, so you have a lot on your mind. You have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of like prosperous ideas or opportunities for creativity that you want to pursue. Your spiritual team is saying to get in a place, like pick up a ritual or something, a practice that you could do that would help you to be able to do that. Like really get into it and be creative. Three of Sticks. Three of Sticks. Reverse. What's that about? That's falling out on top of Three of Baskets in reverse. Other people don't know where you're going or where you're headed. Like I say, you're not really collaborating or interacting with them as much as you used to. You're just kind of MIA. Like, hey, have you talked to so-and-so? It's like, last I heard she was, I don't know, I think he was. So people don't know your next move. Love that for you. And it's like, it's coming through very natural. Like, you're not trying to, like, make people worry or try to get a reaction. You're just, like, really toggling back and forth with yourself about what you're going to do and trying to figure it out. And then once you commit to it, it's just kind of like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So love that. Other coins. Go slow. Go, like, your spirit team is like, as you're going for your calling or your passion, like, don't be rugged. Like, you know how you could work out and you could just, like, really, like, just be working out all vigorously. Like, why are you doing all that? And then the next 2 days, you can't even barely walk. Like, spiritual teams, like, you don't have to rush. You don't have to, like, bogart your way into the meeting. You don't have to, go up with your guards up. Just like state what you need to state firmly. Use your affirmations. You're sticking to it. Use your discernment. Keep your temperament in check, like that energy. And I'm getting, this is the truth. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Again, if you'd like to visit my website, the link will be in the comment section, and you can contribute to my readings by visiting my Amazon wish store or donating to Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. And I thank my angels, guides, ancestors, God, source, and benevolent interests that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.